morning. You may or may not remember a slogan that Radio Shack used, I believe, back in the 90s, but the slogan was, "You've got questions, we've got answers." And so basically what they were trying to convey is that in the realm of electronics, right, often many of us have questions, and so Radio Shack was the place to go for those answers. But I want you to think of the last time you were in a Radio Shack. Just because of how the world works, Radio Shack, they don't no longer use that tagline, but there are some stores still around, but they've had to close many of their stores, and it seems like with the advent of the internet and Google and YouTube, there just isn't as much of a need to go to a physical store for those answers. But oftentimes, we have questions and we need answers. Now, when we rely on, say, a business or a company, it can work well for a while, but the world changes so fast that that company may go out of business or they may change their services, and we're left wondering, well, what will I do now? And that can be frustrating, especially if you're like me, and when it comes to electronics, you have lots of questions. But oftentimes, even in life, even when it's not, with something physical and tangible, we have questions that we need answered. We need questions about the direction of our lives and in the world around us, and it can be very disorienting when we don't know where to go for those answers. But we need to remember that no one can rival God's wisdom. We talked in the last video about, God not having any rival, and we'll talk tonight in our Wednesday Bible study about God being unmatched, unsurpassed by anyone or anything. And no one can match God's wisdom. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways know him, and he will make your paths straight." And so, why do we not lean on our own understanding? Well, it's because God's understanding is greater. God's wisdom is greater. And so we don't rely on ourselves, right? We don't look within ourselves for the answers we need. We don't even simply look in the world around us and other people or other things. We rely on God's wisdom. And so if you need answers, remember, no one, no thing can match God's wisdom, can rival God's wisdom. Seek him, and he'll make your path straight, as the verses say. He'll give you the wisdom that you need. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.